I'm thinking of you. Late night phone in my hand, your name keep playing on repeat. Victoria Street's cold tonight, but your smile make it feel like heat. I try focus, I can't lie. Every thought go back to you. If you here, I'm alright. If you gone, what I do? I'm thinking of you. Sadi wa pelo yako. Oh no, no. Memory play in my head. You laugh echo in the room. I send text, no reply. Now the silence feel like doom, but I wait, I don't fall. Cause a real one worth the wait. If you feel it too, just know I'm not playing games, it's fate. I'm thinking of you. Sadi wa pelo yako. Oh no, no. Oh no, no. I'm thinking of you. Sadi wa pelo yako. Sadi wa pelo yako. Thinking of you. Sadi wa pelo yako. No, no. No, no. Sadi wa pelo yako. Oh, I love my baby, my baby. Rest your head on me. Night is calm, moon is bright. Your breath is soft beside me. All the noise fades away.
All right. What's happening? What's happening? Wonderful day. It's a beautiful day today. I hope everyone is feeling great. Yeah, man. Let's see what the market has in store for us today. See what we can do. Nice here. Okay, so I'm gonna open up with a short prayer before we get into it, all right? Thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you, Lord, for keeping us safe. Thank you, Lord, for bringing us together, helping us achieve our goals step by step, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. I pray, Lord, that you give me the strength to be able to teach, to be able to give knowledge and help others who are in need of this type of knowledge that I have, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Right. What's happening, guys? What's happening, guys? Yeah, I know there's too many lines here. Too many lines on the chart. I'm just gonna delete some of these things, yeah. Yeah. So I did have a sell stop here, but we didn't tap entry here. Price didn't tap entry to this area here. And I was also waiting on a top wick. So price is creating the type of top wick right now. But yeah, let's just, before we talk about trades, let us do a top down analysis here. Right. Let me just delete some of these lines here. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna start here on the weekly time frame. And this will be exactly what we were talking about from yesterday's live, right? Okay, so what can we see from yesterday's live? Price was somewhere around here. It was somewhere around 3,948 here, and we anticipated that price might just come back up, but we were still not sure. 1 day, 14 hours left for price to close. We are at current support, right? So looking at this area here, we are at support, and price looks to be rejecting in this area, and it looks clean, right? I'm going to have my resistance in this area here because we do see that price um rejected in this level here. This was like a while back. Like this is when was this? October 2025. Price rejected in this area here, right? Before breaking out in December and pushing all the way up. So let's look at the daily time frame here. Okay. The daily. What is the daily telling us here? Okay, the daily is looking pretty. Whew. You know what? I don't like the previous candlestick on the daily. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the previous candlestick. The way this candle closed, it's like an indecisive candle, right? It's like it doesn't necessarily know where it wants to go. But we will see how we work with it. Right now, looks like we're tapping resistance in the daily time frame. Price might decide to, turn around, go lower. We don't know. So we going to look at the lower time frames here. Right. On the lower time frames here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, on the 4-hour time frame, we did close bullish. Have you tapped targets yet? Nah, we haven't tapped targets. So there's a potential price might, keep on moving up here. And yeah, man, it might be, yeah, in this session, price might just keep on moving up here. Just clarify everything. Let me just set up my screens everywhere here. I have a lot of screens. All right. Yeah. So looking at the daily time frame here, we do see, the 4-hour time frame, we do see that price is, we already have a lower wick here. Price did fill the previous range. There's a possibility we might just keep on moving higher here. On the 1-hour time frame, what do we see? The 1-hour time frame is looking pretty ugly, I'm not gonna lie. We do have previous resistance formed in this level, and I would set my resistance in this area. Thing is, we don't have clean range to the left from here, so we're going to look at the 30 minute. Oh, the 30-minute looks money here. So if we do get a breakout here, I'm in it for the buys, right? On the 30 minute, if we do get a breakout, I am ready to take in the buys here, pushing all the way up to 4100 here. Let's see the 15-minute time frames. 15-minute time frame, same thing. If we do get a breakout below, we're going to possibly be in the cells up to this area, nothing too crazy. But if we do get a breakout above here, we're probably gonna push all the way to 4084, right? And then from there, well, pushing all the way up here will be we'll probably take 80% of our profits somewhere here and possibly push up here. So are we going to get a breakout? What's happening? What's happening, guys? Will we get a breakout? Uh, okay. Yeah, so we're going to have buys above here. Buys above. I'm also open for the sells, by the way. Sells below. All right. Buys above, sells below. This would be a clean move if you do get a breakout above here. And yeah, possibly move all the way. Oh, bruh, this would be money. If we like, I don't want to lie. If we do get this push, right, from here all the way to here, that'll be like 200 pips. Oh, that'll be money. Boys, that'll be money. I don't want to lie. Let's see. What do we have here? Do we have any news today? Let's check for the news. Any news? Any news? Any news? Okay. Today is the second, right? Second. Okay, let's see. Second, do we have news? Do we have news? Do we have news? Okay, right now it's uh we're only looking for USD news. So we're only getting we have NFP today. NFP 3:30 during New York session. Yeah, we will be trading that. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you have your alerts. NFP is a very lucrative setup. So we will see if we do enter the buys or sells during that session. 60 minutes will close on the 30-minute time frame here. If we do close above, this would be money. If we do close back in the range, we might just be open for the sales here. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we are bullish, but there's a high possibility price might decide to reverse here since look, right, we do have two targets here. We have targets already tapped in the previous resistance. But if price decides to push all the way up, this is the move that we are looking for, right? For price to push all the way up to this area. And if it does do that, beautiful. But if price decides to close on the 30-minute, if it decides to close on the 30-minute inside this range, I might just be open for the sales here. All right. So yeah, that's the game plan. This is where I will take full TP here. This will be where my full take profit will be. And let me see. Let me see. Buys. No. All right. Yeah. This is how my trade will be. If the buys play out, this is how my trade would be. Depending on where the next low will be, that is where my stop loss will be, right? So the next candle, however it moves, if it gives us a low, That's where the stop loss will be, right? And potentially moving up here. But if we don't get a low and we close with no wick here, I'm not going to open any trade, right? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, man. This looks money. This looks money. I'm not gonna lie. London session. Who trades London session? Is there anyone who is watching right now that trades London session and who knows how to trade London session properly without, you know, any weird issues?
Coffee on my side of the sink. Said you were tired of how I overthink. You cracked a joke while the silence hit.
Oh,
Guess it's easier to pretend I'm it. Find someone else to blame for the storm you carry around. Pin your feet, your shame on another lost and
trading.
found.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Write my
add
name in
my live questions also on the screen starting tomorrow or maybe during New York session. I do appreciate your guys' questions, and yeah, man, keep on asking these questions, keep on checking, keep on, yeah, keep on being active. I really enjoy you guys being
you
active,
keep us
asking
safe
questions.
from every
You know,
little fight.
it gives
Steps
me the power, the
dangerous,
strength to work.
slowly
Wow, wow. Gives me
dissolve.
the power to work.
Pulling me
So
right
I want to
back
work.
into the
Make me
fold.
work. You know what I'm saying?
Scared of the echo.
I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and I told him, he was like to me yesterday. He was like, "Hey, yo, bro, like, why are you giving people free information like this?" And I was like, "Bro, as long as forex people or like the forex gurus or the goals or whoever, as long as they don't give me $5 million, I'm not gonna stop teaching this thing for free." You know what I'm saying? Until they give me $5 million and ask me to relax, then I will relax. I'll stop teach. I'll stop teaching on YouTube. But as long as I don't get that 5 million, I'm still gonna teach for free. And man, that's something I enjoy doing, guys. I enjoy giving information like this for free. I enjoy mentoring um people just in general. I just enjoy mentoring people. That's my life, you know what I'm saying? So if you do enjoy these sessions that I always hold, you should make sure that you are always watching, right? Because we're gonna make money here. You're not just watching for fun, but you're watching to make money. So fund your account. After funding that account, make sure that you have you have like $500 in that account, and we're gonna grow that account to 10K. 500 to 10K. 500 to 10K. Like, I'm being honest. Yeah. 500 to 10K. Let's move. Let's move. That's what we need. We need to see people make money here. Can't be watching Forex things and not make money. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, brother. And if it's your first time here, you are welcome. Um, feel at home. Um, we're only getting started. We're only getting better. We're only going to push this thing to the max, And I hope, I hope everyone feels feels at home. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are starting with me. Everyone that's watching right now, you guys are starting with me currently. We are only getting started, right? So The bigger the audience, the better. But yeah, I'll work with what I have for now. Yeah, we're just waiting for a closure here. 9 minutes to a closure. Let's see how price will close. I think we are having problems with I think we're having problems with the network. So let me just fix that quickly. Cause yeah, man, I don't want any weird issues while we trading. Yo, who has opened the trade? Who has opened the trade and the network just decided to switch off? Yo, yo. Stress, Baba. Stress. That type of I don't want that type of stress in my life anymore. Yo, like back in the days, I used to trade with the school Wi-Fi, right? So I would connect to the school Wi-Fi, trade. And then I'll be in class. Let's just say, for example, I'm in class. And then the school Wi-Fi decides to disconnect because I was using 20 Wi-Fi. Hey, that thing is bad. Yo, that thing is bad. It's the worst. So I would connect to the 20 Wi-Fi. After connecting to that Wi-Fi, hey, I'd see flames, man. Hey, I would see flames. I would see flames. Because like the Wi-Fi would switch off time my trades are on. Mm. All right, I'm just looking for. Okay, yeah, here is my Wi-Fi. Let me connect to my Wi-Fi quickly, so that we safe, right? All right. Oh my goodness. Let me just plug in this thing quickly, and then I will attend. 7 minutes to a closure, by the way. Yo, why does it look like I don't have any place to plug this thing? Okay, just hold on, guys. Just hold on. Let me fix something quickly. Hey, please disconnect one. Hey, disconnect one. So, what Wi-Fi am I connected to? I'm connected to the wrong Wi-Fi. I'm not supposed to be connected to this Wi-Fi, guys. Um, Wi-Fi. Why are you doing this to me? Come on now, come on now, come on now, come on now. If this Wi-Fi ends the stream, I'm gonna be mad, bro. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. So it better not. It better not. Still trying to connect, yeah. Hmm. Okay, 5 minutes to a closure there. So it looks like we are going to close in the range. But obviously, 5 minutes is a lot, so anything might happen in this 5 minutes. You just need to make sure that you are, uh, yeah, you just need to make sure that, yeah, you don't open any trade. Like, never open a trade when there's 5 minutes left, ever, like ever, ever, ever. All right. Yeah, so we connected to the Wi-Fi. I hope now we are good. I hope we are proper. Just let me know if you guys can hear me properly. I'm moving properly. Everything sounds good. Does my sound good? Is the music too loud? Um, if it is, just let me know. If it's not, www. Right. So yeah, I believe that everything is working properly right now. Let me just dim the lights. I feel like my face is too bright. Can you dim the lights? I feel like my face is too bright. Way too bright. All right. Yeah. So let's see what type of treasure we're gonna get in the next 3 minutes here. Yeah. Okay. So if we do close like this, let me just say, for example, guys, we do close like this, right? So one thing that I'm noticing here, I'm noticing that we have some sort of a previous resistance here in this area, and price is currently creating support, right? And yeah, man, if we like, it doesn't matter how we close here. I'm not gonna be interested in any trade, it- like at all, right? I'm not gonna be interested in any um yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna be interested in any trade at all. In the next 2 minutes if we do close like this, right? So I'm just let's just see. Let's see. Oh, look at that. The 15-minute closed. It closed right here. And look at that crazy sell move. Ah, coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda taken that sell. Let me see. If we took the sell, how many pips was it gonna be? 100 pips. Just a clean 100 pip move. Hey, that was gonna be money. Yeah. But yeah, I prefer trading the 30-minute. Actually, I prefer trading the 15 and the 30 depending on the closures, right? So if there's a specific closure on the 30, then I would rather take the 30. If there's a specific closure on the 15, then I would rather take the 15. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. If you don't get what I'm saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. But you better get what I'm saying, because if you don't get what I'm saying, then hey man, hey man, you got issues, man. You got issues. You got issues. Okay, 47 seconds to a closure. 40 seconds, baby. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. 40 seconds. Um, yeah, this might be money. This might be money. Let's see. Hmm. This might be money. Okay, yeah. 16 seconds to a closure here. Are you going to eh, it'll be crazy. If like we close below here, that would be crazy, bro. Possibly, maybe we might be interested in the sales. Like, this is simple, guys. Like, forex is simple. Like, if you don't trade like I do? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we do have a closure here. Let's see the 30 minutes. Wow. Wow. Some weird ass closure, bro. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Price action is not telling me the right things. It's not telling me the right thing. Let me see. Okay. Uh, yeah, nah. I'm not interested in the trade, and I will tell you why. Looking at this previous area right here, as you like, it is clear that we closed below resistance, and if I had to take a buy to fill this wick here, um, it wouldn't make sense because we do have some strong resistance here. Look at this area. I'm just gonna mark this area yellow. I'm just gonna mark it yellow for interest sake, right? And looking at this area here, oh, blue. Why did I say yellow? Why did I say yellow? Okay, blue, 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 blue. All right, so every time we hit this area here, this blue line, we have some strong push down. Do you see that? Every time we hit this blue line, we have a strong push down, strong push down, strong push down. So the cells might make sense at the break of these lows here. Let me see. Where is short? Short position. So let's see if we create a top wick here. If we do create some sort of a top wick, push a little bit higher, come back, break these lows. Oh my goodness, that would be money. That would be money. This would be a money trade here. But yeah, we first have to break these lows here. And if we do get a closure above this blue line here, right? If we get a closure above this blue line here, like a proper closure, something like this. Let me draw it up for you. Um, green candle, right? Yeah, if we do get a closure, something like this, then I will be very much interested in taking those in taking those buys to come back and fill the wick here. Like for price to probably push all the way to this area. And how many pips would that be? This would be 70 pips. It would be a clean 70 pip move. But right now, I'm not going into the buys yet. The reason why I'm not going into the buys, even if I can see that there's a potential wick fill to the upside here, it's this area here, right? This area here, this resistance here is telling me a lot, right? It's telling me that price might not push up. So I would rather wait for price to like literally push down and then come back, break these lows on the 15-minute, break the lows, push all the way down, and I'll take my profit right here. All right. So yeah, let's see how far this wick wants to go. And this would be my trade. possibly push all the way down to this area here, right? But I will take my partials right here. Let me look for a horizontal line, horizontal really quickly here. Yeah, this would be where I would take my partials. This was where I would take 80% of my trade here. Yeah, that's where I would take 80% of my trade. And if price decides to push all the way up, then yeah, man, this wasn't a part of our trade, right? This wasn't a part of our trade. If we do push all the way up, not a part of our trade. The reason why I am not getting into the buys currently is because of this resistance here. That's the only reason why I'm not going into the buys here. Yes, and we are bullish. We are bullish, but we already tapped, right? We already tapped these targets here. And a possibility for price to keep on moving lower here is high. So let's see how price plays out here. The higher the current candle goes, the bigger the stop loss. It keeps on going higher. Keep on pushing your stop loss, right? Because this is how we're gonna enter this trade, right? We're gonna enter the trade on the previous 30-minute low, which is gonna be then we're gonna put our stop loss at the current highs. This is where yeah, on this blue area here. Let me just type it in quickly. 80% partials. 80% partials. Let me just say 80%. No need to write the whole thing. Just take 80% partials here and let the rest run, right? And yeah, let the rest run, be a runner, and we'll see how price plays out here. And if you decide to take a sell here at a discounted price, hey man, that's on you, bruh. I'm waiting for price to break the lows here. Again, I did mention if we do close above here, right? Let's just say we close above this blue line. If we close above this blue line, then I will be interested in taking the buys, right? But I want to wait for a closure first instead of just going in right now. Yeah, so this is basically going to be the trade. I do see the buys, by the way. I do see the buy. I do see that price wants to fill this wick, right? The 15-minute wick. But the reason why I'm not in the buys, I repeat, the reason why I'm not in the buys is because of this previous resistance here, right? Like, okay, let me just make an example for you. Earlier on today, when was where is this? Where was it? Uh, Friday around what time did I open the trade? Let me just double check. Oh, 3 a.m. Yeah. I opened the trade around 3 a.m. and I actually took a loss. And it was a similar trade. It was a similar trade. This is what happened, right? I did get a buy signal. Yeah, it was around. Yeah, look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't this similar to this, guys? Like, look at it properly, right? If If it is hard for you to see, let me just delete some of these things quickly. Yeah. Isn't this trade, this current trade, similar to this trade? Um, it was a buy signal. Uh, it was a buy. It was a buy. I was supposed, yeah, it was a buy right here. Right. Look at that. Price actually did go up, filled the wick without us here. It's all right. It's all right. The session just got started. We still have pretty much more possible trades that we can take. So we just need patience and we just need to trade the plan and plan the trade. I always mention this: trade the plan and plan the trade all the time, right? Don't, like, you see right now, I don't even have FOMO. Like currently, I I knew that this should be a buy, right? But the reason why I didn't go into the buy is because of the previous mistake that I did during agent session today. So this is what price did, right? So it closed like this. After closing like this, what is the issue here? I I knew, I do understand that we do have to, we like, the buyers are evident here. But the problem is we had a previous resistance in this area. And guess what happened? After after price closed, I went into the buys, right? At the break of these highs, I went into the buys. Guess what happened? Price went all the way down, took me out. After taking me out, price pushed all the way up. Look at that. Price pushed up all the way to this level here. So the buy made sense, right? The buy made sense. But the problem is we had this resistance here, right? So price was struggling to move up. You get what I'm saying? So it's a very much similar trade to this one here, right? It's similar to the one we are currently looking at here. We wanted the wick fill, like 3 a.m. candlestick. We wanted a wick fill. Do you see this wick fill? We wanted a wick fill buy, and price took us out first. Right now, we were looking for the wick fill, but the problem is when we are looking left, right? This area here. Do you see, guys? Do you see what I'm talking about? There's previous resistance here, and price potentially had a problem moving. Yeah, it could have not moved up here. You get what I'm saying? Like there was a possibility, the possibility of it rejecting this area, pushing down, breaking the lows, coming down to this area are high, right? So that's why we didn't take the buys here to fill this wick, right? So that's why I had a sell stop at the break of this lows. Because if price rejected here, broke these lows, there was no way price was gonna move down, right? So that is why I didn't take the buy. So the buys played out without us here, but we still have time. Still have a lot of time, yeah. We still have a lot of time. Let's see how we close right now in the next 16 minutes. On my other screen, it's evident. It's evident that there's high volume right now. The market just gave us a lot of volume. Let me see here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, we looking money. We looking money here. Yeah. The reason why I did not get into the buys is because of this resistance here, this blue line. This blue line, guys. Eish. And look at that money. How many pips? How many pips was this? 90 pips. So it's gonna be a beautiful trade. Unfortunately, we're not interested. Oh wow, the 15-minute looks ugly. The 15-minute looks ugly right now. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to delete this line here and I'm going to have my support right here. So yeah, if we do push down, break these lows, this would be a beautiful sell trade here. But as of now, yeah, we just have to be patient. Wait for the right move, wait for the right setup, and execute, execute, execute. That's what we do. We are execution bosses. Execution bosses. But we wait. Patience pays. Patience pays, guys. If you're not patient in this game, you'll lose a lot of money. And if we do get a closure above here, then the bias will change totally. If you do get a closure below, beautiful for the sales. Yeah, but I anticipated this move. I anticipated this buy move here. The problem was resistance to the left. Another resistance. Look at that. One, two resistance. So I anticipated that price was gonna struggle moving up here. But you can't control the markets. If the market wants to do what the market wants to do, it'll do what it wants to do. So we created support. Now we had that wick fill that we were talking about. We did not even get a proper closure above. So if we did get a proper closure above this blue line here, which is this previous resistance, then I was going to be open to taking these buys to fill the wick. But yeah, price moved without us here. Patience pays. Patience pays. The more patient you are, the more money you will get. The less patient you are, the more you will blow. I haven't blown an account for the past 2 years. Never. Like ever, 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 ever. Like if you're telling me about blowing accounts, oh my goodness, you tripping. I don't know what that means. What you talking about? Blow? What? Blow? I don't know what you're talking about. If you talk about blowing money, oh my goodness. That's not in my memorandum. That's not in my vocabulary. Blowing is not in my vocabulary. I don't blow accounts. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I used to know what that means like uh 5 years ago, something like that. Yeah, like 5 years ago, like 6 years ago when I started trading. Started trading when I was in high school. So yeah, back then, yeah, I knew what blowing accounts meant. But now, nah. I don't blow accounts. If you have blown an account, drop a W W in the in the comments. If you have blown an account in your life, drop a W. If you've never blown an account, then I don't. Eh, you must be a robot. Yeah, the 15-minute looks. ugly. Like, wow, look at that, bro. What's this? What's this, brother? Too much chop. Like, if you're in the if you were in the buys, you lost money. If you're in the sales, you lost money. So if you're a professional trader, you stay out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that simple, guys. Like, this is not rocket science. Like, this is literally not rocket science. Like, if I hope you guys are listening to me clearly, right? If you're in a buy, you lost. If you're in a sell, you also lost. But if you were patient to wait, you still have money. And when you have money, you can make the right decisions, right? You can wait for price to basically decide where it wants to go first, give you a proper closure, and then we'll open a trade. Yeah, 8 minutes to a closure here. 8 minutes to a closure. Let's see how price wants to close. Um, let's look at the 4 hour time frame here. The 4 hour time frame, yeah, price is like the buys are already complete, the sales are already complete. So if you are trying to hop in right now, I don't know, bruh. I don't know what you're trying to see. I really don't know what you're trying to see. All right, 7 minutes to a closure. Buys above. Yeah. If we do get a closure above like this, like a proper closure above, money, like money. Oof. And that was the initial plan, right? That was the initial plan. That is what we were talking about earlier on, where I was like, if we do get a breakout above here, price decides to close properly, and yeah, if price closes properly, gives us a lower wick on the next candlestick, then I will be open to taking these buys, right? And price might potentially push all the way up, right? This would be money. This is my trade, guys. This is the plan. Plan the trade and trade the plan. Plan the trade and trade the plan, right? Even during New York session, one thing you need to understand about New York session is that it's highly volatile, right? Because that's the best session there is, right? And there's a lot of volume during that session. And we have NFP today. NFP, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for NFP. Analysis has been made, everything has been made. And if you want to know or you want to see how I will be trading NFP, you just have to press that notification button, subscribe, subscribe, press the notification button, and wait for the boy to pull up during that session, right? It's in a few hours. It's in a few hours. Don't stress. 5 minutes to a closure here, guys. Let's see how we close here. One thing I'm also going to keep in mind here is this previous resistance here, right? Because if we do close above, if we do close above, right, but price fails to push above this area here, you see this previous wick. This previous wick is very important because if we do fail to move above or at least push above this wick, then we might have a problem with price, shooting up here. You know, it's crazy. Most of the things that I say actually happen. It's it's as if I can tell the future. But obviously, no one can tell the future, guys. You can never tell the future, especially when it comes to forex trading. You can never tell the future. You can only anticipate what price might decide to move, right? So this is what I'm anticipating, right? This is what I'm anticipating. And with this move playing out, right? With this move playing out, I will obviously take my profits right here. 40 hundred. What is the price? 4088 here. Uh, Someone is saying yesterday I was saying price was twerking. Well, that's what price was doing. I'm not gonna lie and say price wasn't twerking yesterday because we were in a position where price was like, it was moving up, moving down, moving up, moving down, moving up, moving down. So one person in the comments was like, "It's a buy, it's a buy, it's a buy," and I was like, "Oh, okay, then buy then." Bye bye. What happened? Price went up. Put him in some few profits. He felt like a goat. Then price shut down. So as price was going down, I was like, yeah, I told you. I told you. How do you buy in a range? You cannot do that, right? So most beginner traders, what they would do is they would literally decide to open a trade before a candle closure. That's where most beginner traders get it wrong. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Most beginner traders get it wrong. They open trades during uh 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 uh, 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 like during a candle open. Like, let's say for example, right now you see right here on my right, there's a time, right? There's time here. So this time tells you what time the candle is gonna close. So if you don't um keep that in mind, what's gonna happen is price will probably push, right? Price will push. After pushing, it will reverse, right? After reversing, you'll probably be in the buys above here, and you will ask yourself a question, and you'll be like, hey, why am I tapped and why am I not making profits? Right? You'll be wondering those type of things. So the answer is this is liquidity, right? This is liquidity. This is where most traders are tapped, right? This is where most traders enter, and after their entries, they find themselves losing money because they saw resistance in a specific area, then they took a trade. After taking that particular trade, what would happen is price would reverse or close back in the range. After closing back in the range, price would reverse. Then now, if you're in a buy during 8 a.m., if you were in a buy, you probably lost a lot of money, right? We do understand that the buys make sense based on the higher time frames. Like For example, looking at the 4 hour time frame, looking at the daily time frame, it's clear that price has been moving, right? It has been moving up. We get that, right? But in order for you to open a trade that makes sense, that is money, you're gonna have to wait, right? Okay, we got a closure here. Okay, price looks good, guys. Price looks, ooh. My only issue here would be only one thing. My only issue is this wick here, right? That's the only issue I have. But yeah, I'm going to have buy stops to potentially fill this area here. Let's see. We just want a steeper lower wick here. Hmm. Yeah, if we do break the highs here, I'm in the buys. Just waiting for the break. No break, no entry. No break, no entry. That's the kind of discipline that we are talking about, right? When you say you need discipline, that's what I'm talking about. The discipline is to wait. But then again, now that I'm looking at it proper now, I'm not gonna lie. The breakout is too close to resistance. And for the fact that it's close to resistance like this, you need to be careful. Make sure that you go low risk here. I have my stop loss just below the lows here, wherever the lows want to be, and I have my TP right here. So let's see what does price want to do. What does price want to do? Mm. By the way, if you're wondering what playlist I'm playing here, I'm playing the wines. I'm playing the wines. Zane Pablo, you guys should check him out. Zane Pablo. This is his playlist. So he gave me the playlist, asked me to, play it for him. Wow. Are we going to push up here? Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. All right, yeah, this looks like a proper low here. I'm risking only $99 just in case price decides to push lower. The only reason price might not push higher here if we get tapped is this wick here. And also looking at the previous resistance here. But because we are in high times of volume, I'm willing to take the risk. And the only reason why I'm taking this buy is because high time frames are telling me that we are still bullish here. 7 minutes left for the candle closure. If we do get it, if we do get to 5 minutes, I'm going to delete the stop here. What up, though? What up, though? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Right. Looks like price will not be pushing here. So I am going to delete the stop. We have 5 minutes left. Anything can happen. Let's wait for a closure. And yeah, let's wait for a closure and see where price goes. Save your money. Save your money. 5 minutes left. You know what price tends to do when there's 5 minutes left? This is what price tends to do. Price would push, tap your entry, right? Tap your entry, pretend like it's going higher, and then what would you see after that? You would see like literally price just decide to reverse and move lower here. So let's just wait and see how we close here. in the next 5 minutes. But as of now, we wait. Yeah, look at this. One, two, three, four, five fake breakouts. Five fake buy breakouts. So if you're going to enter a buy here right now, just make sure make sure you know what you're doing. 3 minutes to closure, too much rejection right here. Look at this rejection here. Let me just change the color of this quickly. The color am I gonna give it? Purple, purple. And I'm gonna give it a purple color, and I'm gonna make it a little bit light here so that you get what I'm talking about. There's too much rejection here, right? So if you go to the lower time frame, let me show you what you're gonna see. When you go to the lower time frames, you're gonna see something like this, right? Price rejecting, price failing to push higher in these areas here. 1 minute time frame is even gonna be worse. Look at that. Look at that. You see this rejection here? This is the rejection I'm talking about, right? This is the rejection I'm talking about, right? So price tends to, it might play around in this area and just decide to reject it. So if we were in the entry here, right, price would have tapped this right now. Like, let's see. Yeah, we had a buy stop at the break of these highs. I just deleted the buy stop, but this is what would happen, right? You would see price tap your buy stop, like right now. Price taps your buy stop and he decides to move down. Yeah, man, price always does that. Like experience will teach you that that's what happens, right? So just make sure that you don't enter right now. We rather wait for the closure. 1 minute to a closure here. Let's see how we close on the 15 minute. 59 seconds left. Who's in the buys? Who is in the buys? Who's in the buy? In the buys? uh, scary, scary, scary moments. Scary, scary moments. uh, yeah, price action is not familiar right now. It is literally not doing what we anticipated. So we are not going to enter any trade. We are not interested in entering any trade because price is not doing what we want it to. Right? Yeah, price is not doing what we want it to do. Look at that. So exactly what I said. If you're watching, um, I did say if there's 15 minutes left, or I mean 5 minutes rather, if there's 5 minutes left for a candle to close, what tends to happen is price will tap your entry because they know, like they literally know that most of your guys' entries are right here. So they're going to tap your entry. After tapping your entry, they're going to reverse. They're going to go down. And that's exactly what you're experiencing right now. Yeah, this would be like 139 pips. 139 pips. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I was feeling it. Nah, nah, nah. Think that I was feeling it? Nah, nah. That nigga much. Hey, but this looks so attractive. Like, oh, this looks money. Like, oh, damn, bro. Like, for a fact, if you are in this trade right now, in the buys, you probably think price will move up. You probably think price will move up if you're in the buys. Unfortunately, you playing yourself, my boy. And if it, yeah, I was anticipating this move. I was anticipating for price to like reverse, like genuinely speaking. That's why I deleted that sell stop earlier on. This would be money. Now we're talking. You see, now if we do close bearish, right? If we do close bearish, then we might be interested in taking the sales, right? Yeah. Now we'll be talking. Now we'll be talking money, not this thing. Not whatever price is doing right now. And you know what's happening right now? I'm not gonna lie. Right now, someone else feels like the buys are still valid, which is they're not entirely wrong, and probably entering those buys again. You know what's gonna happen? Price might just reverse and close back in the range because there's no volume. You can't be expecting for price to push all the way up if we're left with 6 minutes on the candle and price is still consolidating like this. Unfortunately, there's the unfortunate part. Unfortunately, there's the unfortunate part. Um, 5 minutes to a closure again. Right. So let's wait for this 5 minutes candle to close. And yeah, man, you might be interested in taking a move here. Now I'd be interested in taking the buys. Do you get what I'm saying? So I hope like throughout the session, you guys um can see how I trade, right? Like I'm not in a trade currently. I'm gonna wait for this 30 minutes to close. Once it closes, create some sort of a lower wick and potentially push up. But for the mere fact that right now I was telling you guys about this area here. Right. I was telling you guys about this week. I mean this week, this specific week. I was telling about you guys about this one. And I was like, there's a high possibility price might not want to move above because of this area here. But now since we filled this week, we get a closure bullish, we get a lower wick, price will move up, right? Because now it makes sense for price to keep on trending here. Now I am not in a trade. I am not in a trade. I will be in a trade once we get this closure. If we do get this closure, I will be in the buys. And if we close back inside, which is inside like right here, then I might change my bias into sells. But as of now, relax, wait, be patient. I told you guys, patience pays. Someone went into the buys. Someone saw me writing all these things down. Someone saw me probably like, talking about all of these setups, and someone was like, yeah, man, you said buys above, and we did get a closure above. I'm gonna buy. I'm not gonna wait for you. Good luck. Good luck. Right? So 2 minutes to a closure here. If we do close, then I'm interested in taking these buys here. This would be money, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is the move I'm anticipating, right? But only at the break of the highs, right? We get a closure above, price makes a low wick, breaks the highs, and then I'm interested in taking the buys. But if we close back inside the range, then my bias changes totally. 57 seconds to a closure here. Let's see how we close, right? So this is what I'm interested in. Closure above, price creates a low, pushes up, W trade. Closures back inside the range, then we change the bias. Okay, let me look at the 30-minute here. We just got a closure. Let me check the 30-minute time frame for you. Okay, the 30-minute time frame, we got a closure above. Let's see. Let's look left. Okay, there's nothing to the left hand side. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So here's the game plan, guys. Here's the game plan. I already have a game plan for you. We have a game plan. So we did get a closure above. Uh, this looks money, but this is what I'm gonna wait for, right? I'm gonna wait for price to create some sort of a wick here, a top wick, right? So I do see we created a bottom wick here, some sort of a top wick, and I'm gonna be interested in taking the buys from right here. I'm interested in taking the buys from right here. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Don't move without me. Don't pricey. Don't move without me. Break off the lows, and then I'm in. Let me set the buy stop. Buy stop. Yeah. This is where I'd be taking my partials and anticipating for price to push all the way up to this area here. We broke the lows. My stop loss would be at the previous lows here. Yeah, I would take my partial somewhere around here. S- Is price gonna tap? Ah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see. Okay, sharp. Let's see. Let's. Will price tap here? Will price tap? Yeah, man. I got buy stops. Yes, this is not gonna be a crazy move, guys. This is not gonna be like a crazy move. Like I'm just expecting for price to like push up, fill this week. Yeah, because I'm looking at this screen here and I'm seeing that volume is pretty low. Yeah, volume is pretty low for the sesh. So let's see, are we going to re-break the highs here and keep on pushing? Because the stops are gonna be too huge here. I don't want my stop loss to be too huge. Yeah, no, no entry for me. I think I'm calling it. I'm gonna call it a day, guys. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. No entry. Price is reversing. The buys didn't happen. I told you guys about this area here, which could have prevented the buys, obviously, and it did prevent the buys. Like I said, it's this week, guys. Hey, we could have had a W session, but then yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. We didn't tap. We never tapped. Price didn't move, and price is reversing currently. So yeah, man, let's just chill and wait for something that is familiar price action to us. What time is it now? 30. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. Nah. Ain't no way, brother. No entry for us. Yeah, unfortunately. But anyway, it was nice tuning in. It was nice having you guys join the live session. Today it was a little bit